Hi Sixes, welcome to your IXL math lesson today. We're going to continue with data and graphs, and today we're looking at creating line plots and creating frequency tables. So we're going to be creating in two different areas. So line plots you interpreted yesterday, you learned how to read them. So today we're going to be able to show our skills by creating or completing a line plot. So let's have a look at this one. Mr. Grant, the marine biology teacher, asked his students how many times they went to the beach last summer. Use the data to complete the line plot below. So trips to the beach last summer, 0, 0. These are all the replies from the students, right? Quite a few only went once, a few went twice, and several went 3 times. 2 students did not go at all, 0. Okay, so here we have trips to the beach last summer. We've got this incomplete graph of a line plot, and it's missing the column 1. All right, so we're going to have to check out how many ones are there. There we go. If you count these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 ones. So we're going to have to complete this up to 10. So how many are we? How many do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We can click on this top 10th one, and it will fill in all the ones that we want to do. Of course, if you want to clear the column, you can just click on the 1 and it will be clear again. All right. Click on the little line underneath it and it will clear it if you made a mistake. So we want that up to 10, and we can submit our number of trips to graph. Let's look at this one. After a field trip to the park, students in Mrs. Chung's art class counted the number of leaf rubbings they had made. Use the data to complete the line plot below, making leaf rubbing. So here we can see that it is not all nice and neatly in order. So this is a little bit more tricky than the one before us. Here we have the incomplete graph making leaf rubbings. Leaf rubbings made. 2 students had 0. They counted the number of leaf rubbings they had made. 2 students did not do their homework, maybe, or whatever it was. They hadn't made any rubbings. Okay. Some students made 3 rubbings. We don't know in this graph how many it is, but here we can look at the data. So we're going to count how many 3s we see. So here we've got, I'm going to check them off because then you can see exactly what I'm, yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and you go back and you check and you make sure you don't have any other 3s that you've missed. Okay, so we have got 5 students who made 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 made 3 leaf rubbings. Okay, let's look at this one. A researcher working, sorry, I just want to clear those. A researcher working for a cereal company surveyed people about their cereal consumption habits. Use the data in the table to complete the line plot below. Eating cereal last week. The times eaten. Who ate no cereal? 0 times. 10 people said, I did not eat any cereal last week. That is a lot of people. I wonder what else they might eat for their breakfast. 1, you eat cereal 1 times in a week. 2 people ate it once. 2 times a week, 5 people put up their hand. Right? You see how the 6 times a week, 8 people said, I ate cereal 6 times last week. They obviously either didn't present the fact that 7 was an option, or maybe nobody picked 7, so they decided to discount adding that to the graph. Anyway, let's have a look at what we need to write here. Eating cereal last week, the 6 is missing, so we need to look here. We can even see at the top of our screen. How many people wrote 6 or said 6 times last week? 8 people, so we're going to count up 8 X's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people ate cereal 6 times last week. I wonder where you would put your little X on this graph. I think I would put mine on the 6th column. Okay, good. Let's look at DD7. We're going to be creating a frequency chart, frequency table. So let's have a look at that. Now, frequency table is pretty much what we've just taken our data from. We've flipped the question actually here. We've used a line plot and we're now looking at frequency, right? So let's have a look at the question. The Greenville Art Museum recorded how many finger puppets the children made at last Sunday's art workshop. Use the data in the line plot to complete the frequency chart below. Making finger puppets. 4 people made 0. Right? 4 children made no finger puppets. 1 finger puppet. 2 students or children made 1 finger puppet. 3 children made 2 finger puppets, and 5 children made 3 finger puppets. Okay? Right, so fill in the missing number. Making finger puppets. Finger puppets made 0. How many people made 0 finger puppets? That's the one that we're missing here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And submit. Let's look at this one. While writing a paper and making decisions in groups, Michael researched the size of a number of committees. Using the data to complete the frequency table chart below. Committee sizes, numbers of members, right? So in each of these committees, there are several committees that they saw. They said in this committee is 10 people big, right? It's how big or how large that group is. 11, this committee is the size of 12 people. This is 13, and it's in order from smallest to biggest. I always like it because that's much easier. Committee sizes, number of members, they've grouped them here in this chart. So we're looking at this one here. Okay, so 10 to 14, how many committees have 10 to 14 members? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 16 is too big. So that's the category size. Those 4 belong into the first category. There are 4 of them. Do you see how that works? So 15 to 19 would go, oh, there's only 1, right? So there's only 1 there. For 20 to 24, again, only 1. Now we're looking at filling in this blank, 25 to 29. So we've got 25, so that would keep going to 29, and 32 is too big, so that's not included. So we've got 2 committees that fit into this category. All right, and submit. Let's look at this one. While doing a project for PE class, Jayla researched the number of athletes competing in an international sporting event. Use the data in the histogram to complete the frequency chart below. Athletes per country, number of countries. All right, so athletes per country, there are 2 countries that have between 11 to 20 athletes that attended whatever sporting event. Could be the Olympics, whatever it is, right? 5 countries had between 21 and 30 athletes in their group that attended. 1 country had between 31 and 40. 5 countries had between 41 to 50, and 3 countries, if you look across, 3 countries had between 51 to 60. So fill in the missing number. We're looking for the 11 to 20 category. How many were in this category? We'll look up, it's 2. 2 countries sent 11 to 20 athletes. All right, I hope that makes sense and that you'll enjoy this section. I really enjoy data and graphs and being able to show them in colorful ways. I like it. All right, so have a fantastic day further. Ciao for now.